Hip hop moments of clarity.
Hip hop moments of clarity.
What's up? This is Vanessa Sutton, editor-in-chief of Double XL, the Moments of Clarity podcast. And today we have Wayno's back.
I'm back.
JFK.
I'm here.
Roger.
Yep.
Bari.
What's up?
And it's been a busy week. So, well, we have the Cole album that came out on Friday.
Right.
All the responses over the weekend and this week. And we have Meek Mill getting out of jail. And then we have whatever's going on with Kanye today. And
Whatever's going on.
Whatever's going on. So I don't know. Start with Cole album, and I know that JFK's got some thoughts.
What you got, Jay? What you got? Because I'm gonna follow up with you.
KOD. Man, I'm still sorting out my feelings on the album. To be honest, I think I really like how he switches up his flows and tries the modern flows on the trap beats. I like the concept. I like him addressing addiction in the various different ways. But yeah, I'm still sorting out my feelings on if I really like it, if I kind of like it, or what.
I ain't gonna front, like, ATM is a scary song, yo.
That shit is catchy.
And what I mean by scary is like when he did the video, and you ain't see the video yet.
Yeah.
Jabari haven't seen the video, y'all. Just want to put that out there. Just want to put that out there. Nah, but the video, it's about like you gonna die chasing money.
Right.
You gonna die chasing money, and you gonna give up an arm and a leg to do it. And is it worth it in the end? You know what I mean? As far as like the album, like I got the same like kind of thoughts on this. Like I keep listening to it. I don't dislike it at all, but I don't know how much I actually like it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I can't. Sometimes I like to. We always compare people's works to their past works. It's better than For Your Eyes Only. Y'all know that's not my least favorite.
I was going to say that.
Right. But honestly, I like Once an Addict is one of my favorite joints.
Yeah, he goes there with that one.
Yeah, of course, 1985. You know, like 1985, because I think that record doesn't apply to just the littles of the world. It applies to a lot of artists who are careless with and frivolous with how they spend money and finances and not really trying to attain nothing but fame. That's what I really got from it. It's like, all right, I'm going to take y'all beats, y'all 808 drums, y'all flows, say the shit I be saying, like the real shit, so y'all can understand it, and just go in. I mean, overall, I think it's cool.
Yeah. I think the thing about 1985, too, is especially relevant now because of how quickly artists blow up versus like how they used to. Like, I feel like, someone will blow up in 6 months. They'll have millions of listens, whatever. And when you get it that quickly, you don't necessarily appreciate it. You don't necessarily do what you have to do to make sure that it lasts, to maintain it. Exactly. Right. So I feel like it's kind of interesting, too, like, he has a whole album full of trap beats, and then he ends the album with a song about those artists that usually rap on those beats. So I thought it was kind of smart how he did that.
Raj?
I'm still going through the album, but so far I like Motivate, love ATM, and I think the visual itself just spoke to me volumes because we never seen J. Cole that way.
Right.
Animated,
Cole don't wear chains. J. Cole don't be around money like that.
Yo.
So
and
when
he's also
I saw
animated,
it,
like he's shaking the dreads.
Can I start throwing in the hat of video of the year potentially for Kevin's Heart? Did y'all see Kevin's Heart?
Kevin's Heart is fucking brilliant.
Kevin's Heart is crazy. Yo.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, damn, did he get approval for that song?
Right.
You see how he
I thought
did
that
it?
was his man.
Yeah, but like when you see how they did it, yo, it's it's perfect for Kevin Hart's situation. It's perfect for J. Cole. It's just like, it brings me back to like those videos we kind of grew up on that had like storylines within them. Not just, standing in front of a stop sign or in front of the projects, rapping your bars.
Right.
It was a really, really good video. I really enjoyed that. Sidebar. I mean, we talking about new music, and I know this is not on our list today, but I just would like to say shout out to the homie Saba Pivot.
Saba has a dope project.
He has a very, very dope project. What is it, Care For Me? Yeah, Care For Me. I randomly met that young brother like 2 weeks ago, and he invited me. Like I never heard of him, and his manager knew who I was. I don't even know if he knew who I was, and his manager introduced us.
Who are you?
I'm Wayno. You know, Wayno 119.
Wonder what we didn't know.
Yeah, you know, Wayno 119 from 119th Lexington Avenue. That's what the 119 is for, V.
Thank you.
But nah, you know, I listened to it and I'm like, damn, this dude is kind of like one of my favorite artists now. Cause I went back to his other joint before that, and I was like, "Damn, I'm upset at myself that I didn't know that this existed." You know, and it kind of goes into the realms of like, you know, how J. Cole makes his music. So I just wanted to shout Saba out. You know, yeah.
Shout out Saba.
What do you think, Barry?
I mean, y'all really want to hear something from like a borderline J. Cole fanatic?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, man. Got the Dreamville tap behind your ear. Like.
Yo, that album was so... Yo, bro, I couldn't even... All right, let me pull it back.
Yo, but the J. Cole stands, though, and the memes about J. Cole stands had me weak, though, this whole week.
Oh, my God. Yo,
certain level of intelligence.
Somebody said that J. Cole fans is the dudes that... the security guard from The Wire that caught Marlo stealing the lollipops. Remember the dude that he was like... He said, you wanted to be one way, but it's the other one. Because he was mad because he was stealing the joints. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like, the people who love J. Cole versus the people that want to make fun of people who love J. Cole.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's not really. It's all fun. It's funny, you know what I mean? It's nothing crazy.
Facts.
Come on, Barry.
I'm not going to respond after that. Shut up.
Come on, Barry.
Nothing on behalf of Dreamville fan.
I was looking for my... album? You know what's crazy?
I fuck with the album. I think the album is really dope. And I feel like y'all basically said everything I have to say, like how he used the trap 808 drums, basics and all that, and did better than most of the artists are, in my opinion, are doing today with that style. Like, you know, he took like real lyricism, real dope content, and, you know, talked about, he just had more substance in what he was saying also.
I think knowledge.
Like, yeah.
I think people forgot how big of an artist J. Cole is. Like, just because he took a little time on. I mean, he takes his time.
Always,
yeah. But people forgot, though. Like, he just outdid Drake's streaming record on Spotify. You know what I mean?
I think a Taylor Swift one, too.
Yeah, that's tremendous, yo. Like,
yo, every time somebody say something about Taylor Swift, I'm like, oh, word, he outdid Taylor Swift? I don't even know how much Taylor Swift.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I found out that, like, I think it was last year, Taylor Swift sold 1.2 million physical copies. That's last year. That 1.2 million physical CDs. People bought 1.2 million CDs of Taylor Swift. That's some fanship for your ass.
True.
All right, let her have her fans.
Right.
Okay, let her have her fans. Like, nobody in hip-hop is competing with her. It's not the same music.
Hang on, I'm going to let y'all finish, but...
Thank you, Kanye.
We didn't see that one coming.
I don't know. I just don't know why Cole's obsessed with the kids and the drugs right now. I'm not sure. I would like to hear something a little bit more political from him sometimes. I feel like he has that lane. We've seen him march before. Yeah. We've seen him do things. You feel like there's somebody out there who actually cares about things deeply and pays attention to them. So I'd love to hear him on something more important than some of the other things. And it, you know, not the whole album doesn't have to be that way.
Right.
But I feel like he's somebody who has depth. So I'd love to feel some of that stuff a little bit more from him sometimes. But on the same hand, I'm older talking about that.
Right.
And the younger kids don't check for it that way. But if anybody could kind of spoon feed us some stuff with some depth to it, I believe it's him.
But does he? I'm wondering like what his process of making music is sometimes, because like didn't he do that on Forest Hills Drives like with Be Free?
He could have. I'm just a very political time right now. You make the right song, and that's the song people are chanting in the streets at the rallies. You know, like if you make it,
like we gonna be all right.
It's not even really that though.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great song, but it's not meant for really that reason. You know, so if somebody could step in and make a theme song that could be the theme song of this generation, you know, in a political movement, it could be hip hop and it could be him. So you know, that's my only thing is the album's great. You know, he's conscious of everything that's going on within the community. He's got his subliminals, he's got his lyrical side, but there's a little for him in the character areas. I feel like there's another layer of depth that we didn't maybe get, but he might not want to offer it.
You know what's ill about that as well? No matter how many times I see J. Cole KOD, I still think of King of Diamonds.
Yeah.
Like instantly, as soon as I see KOD, I always say King of Diamonds. No, Kids on Drugs. Like,
a lot of demons.
Right. I still think King of Diamonds as soon as I see it. I mean, it's kind of embedded in me.
Right.
Right.
All right, Meek Mill's out.
Yes,
did you see it on the Instagram
Welcome
today?
Home.
Let's go.
Shout out Meek Mill.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Y'all thought he was finished?
Yo, that song is like gonna live forever.
It's crazy how that's gonna be his legacy song, and that wasn't even a single.
It wasn't a single. No. But you know what's so crazy about that record? To see people who don't even like really like Meek like that record. Yeah. That's when you know you got a really, really good record. When a person doesn't really like, it's not I wouldn't say not like him, but it's not per se a fan, or be like, no, I don't really listen to Meek Mill, but I don't care where you at. That song is motivation for anybody in this world.
Right.
You know, it was, how ill was it that the owner of the Sixers picked him up, put him in a helicopter? One thing I will say about Meek is that's one of the worst outfits I've ever seen him in. At the game.
At the game with the Acme Studios shirt?
Yeah, I was like, okay, like I know you fresh out. Like,
but that's his biggest moment, right? I mean, like, there's no moment that's going to be bigger right now, right? He's out of jail. He's been treated like a complete royal celebrity.
Right.
He's ringing the bell. He's on the floor. Like, today wasn't yesterday.
Yesterday,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, just whatever the response today was, like we saw all the videos of it, but that's his biggest career moment, right?
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah. But I think, and that it becomes a larger conversation because it's like this moment is not only for him, because when we talk about the judicial system and what he's gone through, that moment is just like a moment that's gonna live on. Like once they do they working on a documentary. Please believe it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Don't hold behind that.
When we really see like the camera, them waiting outside of the Meek Lee, it's gonna live on. Like, you know, that's gonna live on. And I'm just happy that Meek is, you know, gotten out of his predicament. It's somebody I've known him since he was 16 years old. So like to see him, you know, go in and out of jail, in and out of jail, in and out of jail, and like I'm not even really worried about no music right now. I'm just happy that he gets to be back with his son, his family, his loved ones, and trust and believe he's gonna get back to it when he's ready.
Yeah. You can tell he you know, take another week off. You know what I'm saying? Be with your son. Yeah. I was cool seeing him with his son at the game.
Instantly,
but I think it was a great moment, not only, you know, for Meek and but also for Philly. Philly's been waiting for this. I mean, the support that Meek Mill has had these last couple of months,
it's insane. And David Letterman knows who Meek Mill is.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? Like, David Letterman knows who Meek Mill is. You know?
That's crazy. My only thing is, like, do you think now, like, that Meek is out, do you think we'll finally get to see Meek and Drake in a room together, actually, you know?
I mean, I don't think that's going to happen no time soon, but I think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's like... Cause
and Drake shouted him out, too. While he was like, free Meek, you know?
I had a conversation with some of my friends or whatever one time, and they was like, yo, like, Drake... One of my friends was like, yo, Drake has done everything he could do. Like, the only thing he could do now is bring Meek out. Like at OVO Fest and stuff. Like, that's the only thing
that's the only other stunt he can do.
It's like he's done everything. You know what I'm saying? So I think eventually it will happen, but there is still some mending there. I think everybody who ever had a problem with Meek wants to be cool with him at this moment.
Yeah,
you know, because you see that this situation wasn't like, even if you did, like I said again, like even if you didn't like a fan of the music or whatever, just how the judicial system treated him so unfairly. Absolutely, it was something that your mom was like, did you hear about this guy that they're doing this to?
Right.
You know? So, salute to Meek Mill, man.
How much did Jay play a role in the popularity of his case? You got Jay-Z speaking on your behalf regularly. And a political, Beyonce. How much did the power of Jay and Beyonce help him at all? Or not?
I mean, I think that did help, but I think the figures in Philly, like the mayor, the governor, the 76ers owner, the Philadelphia Eagles.
But it took a minute for them to get involved.
But it takes,
you know, they didn't jump immediately involved.
Right.
You know, hip hop supported him before they did. Yeah, so it's just interesting. What convinced those guys?
I think, you know,
that it was unfair, because there's a lot of unfair cases with men in jail. This is not by far not the only one or the most fucked up. Right. So what got those guys to be interested? I mean, that
he's a celebrity, so with him being a celebrity, of course, you know, you're gonna find out about that one than the dude who's just living in the hood that has a regular job that gets caught up in something. Yeah. But I think the fact that it was so publicized, and it was so publicized because of the unfair treatment. Yeah. Now, when you have a Jay-Z, you know, saying something, let's not act like everybody don't want something eventually. Like, you know, and for Philadelphia Eagles, like, you know, for their owners, I mean, they used Dreams and Nightmares song, you know, as their championship song, their locker room song, all of that. I think you had to show the support. Yeah. Like from a city standpoint, you look crazy if you don't. So I wouldn't call it a band. Oh no, I seen some bandwagon shit though. I ain't gonna lie. I seen a lot of artists that didn't say nothing about Meek posting up their pictures. The picture they took with Meek 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Meek, remember this?
Yeah, but remember Ross was in the hospital and everyone had him dead and had their RIP picture up already. You know,
Right.
That's what we want to do. Do a moment to be, you know.
Right.
We stood next to this person too.
You know, I mean,
Meek was everybody's homie yesterday on.
You know.
I don't know. I find
homie.
it weird. Like the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers is, you know, announcing, and it's bizarre to me.
Well, he was building with him prior to going to prison. You know, he was. You seen him at a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you seen him at a lot of the games because Meek was going to games and sitting courtside before. You know, I mean, like last year before they were winning.
And more than anything, especially when he was with Nicki Minaj at that moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
You would always see him at courtside.
Because I mean, the thing is a celebrity brings, you know, it brings people in seats. Like people want to see that.
Right.
When you think of New York City, we know that on a Sunday, if the Knicks is playing, doesn't matter who's on their roster, the town is going to be star-studded. Because people just, like, you know, rich people just go to Knicks games. That's what it is. And with Philly, it seems like they're trying to build, you know, somewhat of a culture of having celebrities coming to their games, especially with having a figure like a Meek. Like, honestly, Meek keeps his act right. You know what I mean? And by that, I mean, you know, I wouldn't say he wasn't doing much to get in trouble at all.
Right.
But if he stays on this nice path that he's on, don't be surprised if a few years later, like, he gets some stake in a team.
Right. The same way Jay did.
The same way Jay did, you know, or his team gets to design the new Philadelphia 76ers logo. I mean, those are the type of things that help build a brand beyond, you know, because hip hop culture is like what? The most influential culture that exists.
Right.
So, you know, why not?
Yeah. And I think also it has to do also with the way Philly is as a city. They it's sports team wise, they embrace their teams just like Boston does. And I think that Philly embraces, you know, Meek's the hometown hero.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we embrace, you know, they look for this figure like Allen Iverson was that figure to Philadelphia for years.
Right.
And then it was kind of like we're looking for a figure. Now you got the 76ers, the Eagles, and Meek Mill's back home. So Philly's having a moment.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, think about this, right? The Eagles win the championship. Villanova wins the Final Four.
Right.
The 76ers won their first playoff series since 2012.
Rookie of the year, Ben Simmons.
Got potential rookie of the year, because I feel like it should be Cole with Donovan Mitchell.
I'm with you.
For
New York.
but potentially, you know, I mean, they got Markelle Fultz back. Like, they've been having wins like this whole
Flyers,
year.
I think the hockey team
the Flyers
is doing
well. You know what I mean? Like, it's awesome to see Philly come back, because it was a dark moment when Allen Iverson left. and the rappers, like, and there was no rappers, like, you know, when Beanie Siegel went to jail and, you know, State Property dismantled. It was like they had a real dark moment, so it's good to see, you know, the light being shed back on that town. Philly's like one of my second homes, so that's dope. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, that's done.
What we got?
Kanye. Back on his.
Wayno, what you rocking today? What kind of
I got on a
shoes you
pair of
wearing?
Yeezys. I definitely have on a pair of Yeezys. Fortunately enough for me, I don't really rock Yeezys because of Kanye. Like,
No,
shut up.
I don't know. I rock now. Look, yeah, it is a sought after shoe, but I like the sneaker, right? Like, I'm not rocking these because I think when I look down, it makes me think of graduation or some shit.
Are you
I got the hottest pair.
I don't consider myself a sneakerhead. I consider myself a sneaker lover, because my love for sneakers has been there since I was in the 2nd or 3rd grade.
I think for us now, it's more like the comfortability level.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really care about. I don't have an arch in my foot, so like sneakers is never.
But I'm
really
saying, like, I've worn Yeezys before, and they're super comfortable. Yeah.
But yeah, I got on a pair of Yeezys, but I'm kind of sick of all this shit today.
Yeah.
What are you guys specifically sick of?
Okay.
What happened with Kanye that anybody would be particularly sick of, and who is not?
Who wants to go first?
I think I may have an idea.
Is it all the Trump stuff?
What can I say? What can I say that hasn't been said?
No,
about
all right. So we have
Afghanistan?
him on Twitter for the past 3 days, tweeting like crazy. He's returned. He's announced he's coming out with an album. He's coming out with an album with Cudi. He's got a new group with him. He's got Nas's album coming out. Pusha T's album's coming out. He's tweeting nonstop, and it's been entertaining. Then today, right, he starts with the Trump stuff.
Right.
So we all remember him going on stage and pretty much co-signing Trump. What was it, a year ago, a year and a half
Maybe
ago? I don't
2
know.
years ago.
I don't remember exactly.
And
And now he's seen wearing a "Make America Great Again" hat, and Kanye is. And Trump retweeted him and thanked him for his support, and then I guess everybody's gone nuts over this. And then he puts a picture up of him and Lucian Grange and Lior of him wearing a "Make America Great" hat, and then puts up his autographed "Make America Great Again" hat. And then you have a bunch of rappers, looks like they're not happy with it. Who's tweeting what, JFK? Do you have a list?
Yeah, I got some words.
Yeah, so.
Let's see. Lupe says, "Nah, don't run to me now. Y'all got to figure that out. Holla at K. Cole. I'm on my
You don't want to hear what Lupe got to say. He gonna go in a full dive. Like.
He says, I'm on my journey of personal transcendence and playing video games.
Lit.
Wow. He sort of declined to comment, but we have an idea what he thinks about it. Boogie retweeted Kanye's "Make America Great Again" hat and wrote, "Nigga, this is wild."
Is that West Side Boogie or A Boogie?
That's West Side.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got. Cole tweeted the title of a Nas song. He wrote, "These are our heroes," and put Nas. If y'all remember,
credited Nas on the quote.
If y'all remember that song, it was about sellouts, and he called a lot of people coons. It was took it there. Let's see. Jaden Smith said,
"Oh, Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, he deep. What do you have to say?"
Yeah, Jaden Smith. He probably said something about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Jaden tweeted "false idols," and
he's my favorite rapper.
Jaden's dope. Shout out Jaden.
Yeah.
He's dope.
So yeah, people have been talking about it. Cole's song "False Prophets" when he like subliminally disses Kanye. This from like 2 years ago.
Right.
That was trending earlier today as well. So
niggas would insert false prophets on. I love it.
Right.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, so people are talking about it. People seem to be not into it.
Well, we also have him on Ebro, right?
Right.
This week, and what was he saying to Ebro?
I love you.
I love was nuts.
I
love you, man.
I want to tell you, I love you, bro.
I love you.
So what do you guys think? Is Kanye making it up? Is he trolling everyone? You've got his wife weighing in and being mad at everyone who's saying he's not mentally healthy, and she's saying he is, and that it's fucked up for anybody to say that he isn't. But other people think he's, 1 hour away from a straitjacket. Mm-hmm. If you're reading social, what are your guys' take on it? And
he also tweeted out photos of his house, and then I guess Kim was like, "We're not supposed to be doing that."
Kanye's boy, man.
He also said that he's selling more shoes than Michael Jordan.
He's boy.
Right, yeah.
Oh, he took credit that he sold more shoes than Michael Jordan.
He's selling more shoes than Michael Jordan now. He wants to create like the biggest brand of all time, and that the Yeezy brand is on its way to being like the largest brand clothing brand of all time. So yeah.
So look, right? Kanye don't be tweeting for mad long, right? And then we be wanting to tweet. And then when he finally tweets, he like, yeah, all right, like something's coming back. And then he keeps tweeting. You be like, get this. Somebody throw this nigga phone in the ocean. Like, all right, man. Like, you got to give us shit.
We get it.
Yeah, like, we get it. Give it to us in doses. It's like when he goes so crazy and he doesn't stop. And it's like, okay, I'm cool. Like, he'll make you log off.
And then everyone's retweeting him. So it's like,
like, he'll make you like log off. Like, honestly, I don't know, yo. Like, I don't know. I don't know if, like, Kanye is trolling. Like, for a person to say that George Bush doesn't care about black people, but then you support a Donald Trump, I don't know what to say,
like,
man.
how messed up is that? What do you guys think? Does he lose you as a fan doing that? You're all hip hop fans that definitely at least like Kanye at one point. I don't know where y'all stand now, but how much is that? How much as a fan does that do for you? The Trump stuff today, and Trump retweeting him and thanking him and saying it was cool.
There's a part of me that's kind of like wishing, even though I know it's not true, that like he really is just fucking around, and what his album is gonna be about is like completely opposite.
Like a black nationalist album.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
All Falls Down Part 2.
Yeah, right. Like Trump falls down.
Do you think he educates himself enough for that?
Huh?
I mean, sometimes when you have to make that album, you have to be educated on the topic.
Yeah.
You know, like, do you think he educates himself on topics enough? Like, I don't know him to spew and be an expert on things. On Trump, on anything that's going on, like, do we look at him as any sort of, you know, authority to speak on anything?
I mean, not really. And even if you think about the George Bush thing, like, that wasn't really like, it was bold of him to say, but that wasn't anything groundbreaking.
He was a different person at that time. His mom was still alive. You know what I mean? Like, he was a different person. My thing with see, this is the problem that we have with like our entertainers, right? Like, I really like Kanye's music, right? Like, in a sense, I wouldn't say I grew up on it, but I grew with it because I was an adult when he started like really putting out music. But I'm gonna just accept him as a musician. I'm not like, honestly, I don't even want to look at any of this other shit because I know his music is not gonna sound nothing like what he's doing, whether it's political or not. Like, he's gonna have songs about busting on chicks' hair and silly shit like that. Like, I really believe that. So it's kind of unsettling.
He retweeted him again.
For real?
Trump retweeted Kanye again.
It's kind of unsettling to see shit like that. But, like, honestly, it doesn't matter to me who's in office. It never mattered. And I'm just saying this as a black man. I never seen my mom have an easy year.
Yeah. Okay.
So it don't matter to me who's in office. I still gotta hustle as hard as I got to for everything I want. Like, you know, seeing this is not going to change none of this shit.
Kanye
like,
just tweets, I want to see a tour with Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Mass Taste replies, I want to see you take off the MAGA hat.
Right. It's like, okay, what does John Legend's wife think of this? Like,
right. You know, like, she's outspoken too.
Oh yeah, but the thing is this. It's like, I'm gonna stop taking this dude serious because honestly, like I do enjoy learning about politics. I'm not the most well-versed person in politics. I watch a lot of Bill Maher. I watch a lot of Hardball with Chris Hayes. I watch a lot of MSNBC. But I don't know what Kanye's agenda is. Like, this nigga sells sneakers.
Whatever Kanye's agenda is, Trump doesn't get it. He thinks that he's getting the cosign. I think that's a concern for me, is that if what's his name's trolling truly or whatever it is he's doing, Trump's not in on that. Trump thinks he's being celebrated by Kanye right now.
But is he? Like, that's what I'm saying. We
you're
don't
running
know,
around wearing a hat and saying you have his autograph and you're excited about it. You definitely are bigging Trump up. And Trump definitely is feeling like, wow, Kanye's on my side.
Kanye rocked the jacket with a Confederate flag on it, too.
The Yeezy's tour.
Yeezy's tour.
But so what's the excuse? Y'all, I mean, people keep making excuses for him.
I feel like he's showing us who he is.
Or does it not matter?
You know what I mean? And that's...
It's like showing us who he is, or like, you know what? Let me just...
I don't know who he is. Like, I'm gonna just keep it 100.
We don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is. Like, for real, I don't know that man at all. Like, I don't know him.
Right, but that sounds like a cop-out for you to be like, I don't know him. You know what he's doing. You've seen his music. You've watched him for 10 years.
But what I mean by that
we
is,
have
like,
a clue who this character is. We've seen him get married. We've seen him have his babies. We've gone through the death of his mother with him on a public level. We do kind of know who he is.
But what I mean by I don't know him is, like, I'm going to keep it 100. I don't really fucking care is what I mean.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because that shit ain't going to put up, like honestly, regardless to who Kanye is and the power he has and all of that, and as much as I would love for him to come to the quote-unquote hood and help out, and I'm not going to say he hasn't done anything, because he's done a lot of shit in Chicago for Chicagoans, however you say it, right? But that shit is not making a difference in my life. And that's what I mean by it. It's like, that shit is not going to make... Because guess what? People complain about Trump all... I've never seen a president with my own eyes in my lifetime that was this racially... Is discriminatory a word? All right.
Yeah. So you haven't seen a president that's been this racially discriminatory, yet we're okay with Kanye co-signing him?
No, I'm not okay with it. What I'm saying is that I'm saying that to say this. Donald Trump ain't going a motherfucking place. You can hate him as much as you want. He's not going anywhere. He's not going to be impeached. He's not going to be out the White House. He's going to probably get reelected.
And that's facts, probably.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And
unfortunately, that's the truth. Yeah.
All the Kanye antics in the world is not going to change. That's not going to... If Kanye got out and said, well, fuck Donald Trump, I don't like him, that's not going to make white people who are Republicans that don't like black people and say that shit publicly, or people of color and want to build walls to keep people out, and immigrants and Muslims, that's not going to make them not vote for Trump. So it doesn't make that much of a difference, and that's why I say I don't give a fuck.
I mean, the reason I think it matters, though, is because I do agree with what you just said, but I think Trump, unlike any other probably president before, is such like an international symbol of like everything about white supremacy, racism, hatred, like all these things. And I feel like Kanye promoting that, standing next to that, whatever, is mobilizing people who share those views. You know what I'm saying? So that's, to me, that's why it matters, and that's why it's hard for me to disconnect the artist from that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, and this is no disrespect to none of them, but I think anybody who would have a surrogate child is crazy. Seriously, like I'm not even joking. So it's like, this is the type of character. Like, I know who the person is.
That's not fair. This woman's body couldn't handle. I mean, that's so fucked up.
I think that's crazy.
A woman's body is unhealthy. Like, I've known women who can't carry a baby to term because it jeopardizes their health, but they wanted to be a mother, so they got a surrogate. So they should. I don't get it.
It's crazy to me. I just think
that's so fucked up.
The concept of that is just insane to me.
There's so many other insane things before you hit there.
The reason why I'm saying that is because,
like, for anybody to believe that her airbrush naked photos yesterday
because
were real.
he got a surrogate kid.
Okay.
But did you see how big she got? You can tell looking at her that pregnancy wasn't healthy for her. Wasn't right for her.
Who?
Some women, Kim.
I don't pay attention to stuff like that.
Well, then you got to look. I mean, Kim got 4 times bigger than she should have with a pregnancy. Right. You looked that she had difficult pregnancies. They probably said to her, without me knowing at some point, it's unhealthy for you to carry a 3rd baby to term. So are we supposed to say to them at that point, you are not allowed to have a 3rd baby because Wayno thinks it's gross?
No. Wayno's opinion doesn't matter in that sense. I'm just saying, like, to me, that's some Pet Cemetery stuff. Like, you know what I mean? No, like, honestly, and I'm just speaking. Look. Y'all talking to a father,
look at it as an incubator.
Right? But y'all talking to a father, right? Like, I watched my children grow, right, inside of a woman. Like, they came out. If my seed was in another woman and the child is growing,
but your seed's in another egg that's already fertilized, that's implanted.
That's crazy. Like,
that's science.
I guess. I mean, that's why we have, like, science is crazy sometimes. Like,
yo, Wayno, I feel like if he was like,
don't stop science. I'm just saying it's crazy. Like, my thing is right, I'm just saying that people that make certain type of decisions in life.
Wait, I don't care. You're more bothered by the fact that he had a surrogate than him touting Trump and supporting Trump.
I'm not more bothered by that. I'm just saying, I'm saying that that's like a crazy decision. So it's like, I can't look at...
And you don't think that was her decision?
It could be. I'm just saying they did it as a team. Yo, honestly, I always had this thing I used to call the Kardashians the Addams family, right? No, listen, because they reminded me of the Addams family. Like, it's a bunch of them. They got they reminded me of the Addams family. But it's like, I don't know, man. That whole shit just seems weird to me over there. Like, it just seems weird to me. Kanye, he was this socially conscious black brother,
soulful too,
soulful.
Like, the best
was he? Was that an act? Was he? Is this who Kanye is?
I don't know.
I don't think this is the Kanye that. I don't know.
It's hard to reconcile.
I mean, this is the Kanye who's now a dad of 3 kids and allegedly on a softer side.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't see Kanye as like able to fake that well. Am I wrong? Y'all disagree with me right now.
I don't think he's trolling. I think this is exactly who this character is, and he's saying exactly what's in his mind.
No.
I think he wakes up in the morning, rolls over, picks up his phone, and starts tweeting at this point, just like Trump.
Damn. That's why they so cool, V.
I mean, seriously, think about it. They have the same color hair, right? They both wake up in the morning. They start tweeting immediately first thing. They like to talk about their numbers and the size of things.
I wonder how
they like to make up lies that you can't factually confirm. You know, there is a lot of similarities to the people.
I wonder.
They have their big trophy wives, right? Had to get their trophy wives. It's just, there are a lot of similarities just on the surface between the two before you even think further along. And I'm sure there's even more.
Because, you know, I've been saying stuff recently and everybody's been getting bent out of shape out of it. So this is all jokes. But I really wonder, and this is a serious question, I wonder if Trump has any Yeezys.
He does now. They're on their way over. I don't think he's a sneaker guy, and I don't think he has any sneakers.
He looks like the desert rat type of Yeezy guy, like
the dash shoes, the Wave Runner 700s.
But you think he changes in outfits differently than the ones he wears every day? Have you ever seen him in anything but a suit and maybe the one golfer photo?
Yo, listen, man. Did you see the joke where Trump was getting on the helicopter? And his hair blew up, and this shit looked like Darth Vader. It looked like Darth Vader without the helmet on.
Yo. I'm just picturing Kim and Kanye with Kanye trying to hold Kim's hand, like Trump trying to hold Melania's hand, and her like not letting it happen.
Yeah, I don't know, yo. I don't know. This is why I'm probably I don't know what I'm gonna listen to. People gonna have to tell me if the shit is good or not. Like I'm just not running it because my thing is this, right? I feel like Trump drew a line in the sand, right? Like, and when he drew a line in the sand. It's the type of verbiage you use and the way you treat people. Like when Puerto Rico went through their tragedy, and you down there shooting paper towel at people, like, and but you know what's so crazy? I don't think that when he's doing shit like that he thinks it's like distasteful. Because honestly, right? if he was throwing it to him, like just handing it out, and it was a lot of them, and he was just throwing it, I wouldn't have said nothing. But you shooting this shit like it's like, yeah, like might as well make some fun while we here. Like,
yeah, right.
And my thing is, it's just like with Kanye, does he think that any of this stuff bothers his people or people in general? And does he even care? Or is this some diabolical plan?
He doesn't care. He's the most selfish person on the planet.
Right.
Say what you was about to.
I was about to say, is this some diabolical plan to infiltrate the system? Like Pookie did with G Money in them.
Boom.
Like, is it that? I don't know. But Pookie had to sacrifice himself.
Stay tuned.
Pookie had to sacrifice himself to destroy the Carter.
So Ebro just posted he got a call from Lior. Lior just called to say, I just went to listen to music and see Kanye. He is someone I care about. I don't abandon people. Please let people know this. The music is incredible. Please let people know that with great music comes great pain and stress.
AKA.
So is that saying music's great so he can act mentally unstable right now? Just let it fly? Or is that messed up?
AV. AKA. Let me put out this disclaimer so y'all don't think I'm on that same bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Let me let y'all, don't get it fucked up. I wanted to hear some music. I didn't have one to Make America Great Again. I'm going to keep it 100. I might go get me a Make America Great Again hat.
Jermaine Dupri.
He said my nigga Kanye talking that shit, but he's not. He put that out when way before Kanye started tweeting shit about Trump. He put that out. I think he was putting that out.
He put that out yesterday.
Yeah, that was regarding
No, what's today? No, he put that out today.
It was today. It was early today.
He put that out today at 1:00. Right. Yeah. That was before.
That was before all the tweets. So my thing is like, okay, like you gotta. I don't know if Kanye's doing this shit as like a social study.
160 people he hires.
Right.
I can't wait to see.
160 people?
He's hiring 160 people for Yeezy. I can't wait to see
hire
that.
me, fams.
Wait, whoa.
Psych, no.
Wait, what you about to say?
That was left field.
No, I was saying, what if this is like a case study? Like for real, man. When you think about Kanye, man, you got to think about all types of shit, and that's why I said I don't know, because like he's so ill with how he thinks sometimes. Yeah. This might be a fucking case study. Can I make the world hate me and then make the world love me by the time I put this music out?
You're giving him too much credit.
No, I'm speculating. I'm not giving him shit.
That's too much credit. You're giving him too much credit.
I think Kanye wants us to think a lot into what he does.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Now, does this make Kanye's next album? Are we expecting it more? Or fans, do you think, want to take a listen to this more?
I ain't thought about no music with none of this shit. Like
with all this shit going on.
The Donald Trump shit is not making me say, you know what? I want to hear what he's talking about. Like, it's not making me. Music makes me want to listen to music.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, music makes me want to
Yeah,
listen
but
to
this
music.
is his build-up, right? I'm going to drop stuff soon. I'm going to make myself relevant. Everyone's talking about it, and then I'm going to drop music.
Well, V, you know I'm one of those back in my day people. Like, so, I mean, that shit is not exciting me. Like, I just look at it as all theatrics, you know, that you could... It's hard for me to, like, fall into shit because I know marketing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know marketing. I know manipulation.
You know, trolling.
I know trolling. You know what I mean? I know these things. So it's like, it's not making me say, oh shit, Kanye, you've got my attention. I'm just like, I'm going about my day. I'm more concerned with the playoffs.
So who's a Kanye fan with the music waiting for this? Who's he talking to? Who's sitting there saying the music's going to be dope? I can't wait. This is like, who is the fan?
I guarantee you it's not 70% of them.
The little white kids who resell his sneakers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that wake up 2 days before, stand online for them shoes.
Yeah, the one that buy the bots
yeah.
and all of that. I don't, like, who knows, man? I will still say, though, that even with this being said, he is one of the most influential people of all time.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the...
Can't argue with that.
Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, honestly... See, all right, Michael Jackson wasn't as vocal as a person like a Kanye. But when we talking about an artist that is very outspoken, that, like, kind of revolutionizes, like, not only music, but, like, impact and just entertainment, he in there with Tupac. I'm not comparing him, like music-wise. I'm just saying, like, his outspokenness... I never seen no rapper that was like this much, like,
maybe more so.
Yeah, more so.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, when Jay-Z got to perform at the inaugural thing, it was like, oh wow, Jay-Z's performing with the first black president. Okay, cool. But we don't look for Jay-Z to be outspoken and say how he really feels.
Right.
And even when he says it in a song, he only throws a sprinkle in it. He don't really tell you a full, this is how I feel. Nas will tell you how he feel. With Kanye, he's saying how he feel. He tweeting how he feel. He making songs about how he feel.
So is everybody going to stay doing making music with Kanye? Does it hurt him in any way? Is Nas still going to do a project with him? Does the Kanye stuff cross the line for people?
I don't think it's gonna hurt. I don't think it hurts them. I think it's. I mean, with Kanye's getting more looks right now, more exposure with these tweets. So
they need. Yo, listen.
Yeah, people gonna work with Kanye still.
Like, now, I ain't gonna front. Now I get it when he say shit like, I'm Nike, I'm Google, I'm this. Like what he was saying a couple years ago. I get it because that name. Oh, you don't got to know music, and you say Kanye, and a person know what you talking about.
Right.
Like, somebody messed my head up one time about, like, they said something about Sony, and they was like, yo, everybody got some sort of Sony product in their household. Everybody. Whether it's a PlayStation or some headphones or a CD player or a television or, like, product. And what did he always say? Product. I want to be product.
Yeah.
And he's built his name into a position where him saying Yeezy is about to be the biggest shit, that's because he gonna do that and then he gonna come with some other shit. And him dealing with Trump, man, listen.
I don't know. I just think he's a liar.
You said he's a liar?
I think it's just a lot of lies. I think he just says whatever he's thinking at the time, and it doesn't matter if there's any fact to it or not. I mean, if something happens to have fact, it's even better for him. But I think he's just spouting.
Right.
I think he's just spouting. I mean, where's the... I'm just curious. Where's the factual proof that he's the biggest shoe person or shoe salesperson and outsold Michael Jordan? If there's a fact for that, link us to it so I can know that piece of information is coming from a real place. But part of me just thinks he wants the title, so he says he has it, which is very Trump to me.
I mean,
that's a good assessment, V. I can't hold you.
I think he just says whatever comes into his mind that he wants to be true, that he's sitting. I think if he watches a commercial and the commercial says one line in the fucking Xarelto commercial that, like, makes him connect to it, he's going to tweet it. Like, I literally think, like, they always accuse Shakespeare of never being original and pulling everything from everyone, different pieces, and then making it his own. I wouldn't say it's completely that with Kanye, but I do feel like it's just like if it goes by in the wind, all of a sudden it catches his attention and it's there.
Right.
I don't know. It's like, it's just like constant stream of conscious spouting to me. Which doesn't feel planned to me. It just feels like, I'm getting the kicks or my rocks off of out of the response of everything that I'm saying. But I don't know. I have no proof. Like, I haven't seen any proof that he has outsold Michael Jordan in sneakers.
You know what? What I just thought
maybe
about?
He has.
Maybe.
That's crazy. We're talking about this as the rollout to his album, but this really is the rollout to 2024. If you really think about it.
This is the rollout for him to run it. I don't think he cares about anything but running for president. That's what I think he's taking that completely seriously. I mean, we saw today that he went to copyright, lapel pins and promo items for campaigning.
Right.
So I think seriously, this dude thinks that he noticed it went from 2020 to 2024.
Right.
Which means, what does he think?
Donald
It's going to go Trump to 2020, and then he'll win in 2024.
And he going back him.
I think that is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yo, you ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
Yeah.
Idiocracy. When Terry Crews was the president.
Nah,
for real. And everybody in the future was stupid. Like, it's a real movie about it's a comedy, but it's about just a random motherfucker being the president. Like, honestly, once I seen Donald Trump become the president, he got the Stone Cold Stunner from Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Yo, exactly. At WrestleMania.
That's the president of United States, bro. The president of United States was on WWE and got Stone Cold Stunner.
That's fact.
And middle fingers with beer.
And there's nothing that can't be done with this shit. I'll just tell you right now, yo, just get your paper. Get your paper.
Is Kanye just mad at Obama for calling him a jackass?
I don't know, yo. I don't know. This dude is there's a lot of sides to this dude. I don't know. But even with the whole 2024 shit, I don't know, yo. I don't know what to expect from this dude.
Can Kanye win?
Yes.
Listen, I believe
yes,
it.
absolutely.
You guys are nuts.
I believe if Trump won, Kanye
absolutely.
could win.
You guys are nuts.
You don't think Kanye can win?
I don't.
Hell yeah, he can win.
I think he can too.
Hell yeah, he can win. Especially if he put that voice on. Remember the joint? Kim's my happiness. He was talking like what's the nigga we just was talking about from Atlanta?
Oh, Teddy Perkins.
Teddy Perkins.
Facts.
What if Kanye turns into Teddy Perkins by 2024?
You think they're going to announce that Kris Jenner is managing Kanye?
Kris Jenner's managing Kanye?
No, I don't know that. I'm saying, do you think that's where it's going? I mean, Scooter Braun's gone, right?
Hey, I can see it.
He doesn't want to be addressed as a client no more.
I don't know. We'll see how it unfolds. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of tweets tonight. Is there anything new since we were even here?
And all the way through next week too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's too much, yo.
I just don't want to see him end up bleaching his skin.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of happy that it's so much shit going on, and the more you watch movies and they show different aspects of technology, I really be saying, man, by the time shit really fucked up, I'll be gone. Like, like for real, I'll be gone. Like, people is wanting to have sex with dolls and like, for real, man. Like, technology is a crazy thing, and technology is taking over the planet. And like I said, man, I'ma just be saying like, oh, y'all got to deal with this shit. I'm out. Like, you know what I mean? By the time I get old, could you imagine? Come on, man. Look at this shit.
Yo, move to Africa, bro.
No, I'm not moving to Africa.
Why?
Not moving. I moved to Toronto.
What?
I moved to Toronto before I moved to Africa.
It's the same piece of land, B.
Toronto, Africa?
Wait, what? Toronto, Africa?
Yeah, I said.
No, it's the same. It's still here.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Canada? Toronto?
Yeah.
But you do know Toronto's in Canada.
In Canada,
okay.
yeah. But it's still here. Is what I'm saying. It's still, it's the same continent.
Nah, I'm moving to Toronto, dog. I'm not moving to Canada. I'll move to Toronto or I'll move to Japan.
Toronto is in Canada.
Yeah, I'm bugging. I was speaking too fast because he was speaking too fast, so he made me tumble just now. But I'll move to Japan or Toronto. Japan to Toronto.
I don't know why not on the social media wave like that out there.
Yeah, Japan. Yeah, they don't. You can't just. No. Yes, you can. You can use China. You can't use Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Japan. You can use. I got homies in Japan. They Instagrams is lit.
But why China can't let them use it?
Yo, I don't know.
I think because it's
They got ways around it though.
China is communist, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's because the way
you got to get them half of it. Like if you come over here and make bread, you got to send half that bread back. Like Yao Ming, I think that's how they had Yao Ming. Like,
I loved you guys' knowledge on China. You're not sure.
I'm like, wait, it might have changed
Yao
over.
Ming
Like
something. I don't know. He likes elephants.
I tell you one thing about China though, they food is trash, and they mad rude, yo. Like, and I don't even eat Popeyes like that, but they can't beat Popeyes. They can't beat Popeyes. They don't put no flavor.
All right. On that note. Anything anybody else want to say about this week?
I
think
been an interesting week.
Yeah. It's been a very interesting week. No? Barty or Cardi is still in the Rari. Let's add that.
Chilling with Jabari.
Chilling with Bari. Yeah. Oh man, you want to party with Bari? Party or Bari?
All right, thanks, guys.
We out.
That was funny.